Dubai dipped into the water. It is not fake. Annual precipitation fell in Dubai for the last 24 hours. We're quite calm to the news that very soon Great Britain will dip into the water, or talks which are about foggy Albion, rainy London, or about tropical cloud burst, which is in Thailand. And if you'll see the video about hurricane in Florida, it also will be quite normal. But when flood is in the desert, that is something unbelievable. Annual rate of precipitation fell for one single day. As a result, there was a big flood in the whole city. The roads turned into the rivers, and all these flows of water sank houses and facilities. Let's take a look at the video. The whole takeoff runway of International Airport of Dubai, that was recognized as second most operational airport in the world, was under the water. Big airplanes tried to overcome a pierced sea. Jets of Boeings and Airbuses reminds boats going in flooded airport. Obviously, due to difficulties of airport's work, 79 flights were cancelled in Dubai. My colleague David could not fly out from Dubai. Access roads were completely blocked due to flood around the airport. Emirates and Fly Dubai stopped registration. Egypt Air also cancelled flights. Registration of passengers was stopped because of operational problems. All these consequences are because of bad weather. Official website of the air company recommended to people not to come to the airport without special needs, indicating that flights are still delayed and redirected. I simply cannot understand how it is possible to come to the airport if there is no possible way. Just look around. Passengers who faced flood in the airport had to sleep there, as there was not any choice in transport which could evacuate all passengers. Airport was overcrowded and nobody could get out. According to meteorologists, almost 100 millimeters of precipitation fell for 12 hours. Rain was so heavy and so fast that some drivers had to throw their cars as flood water rose and roads became rivers. Water was everywhere. In the supermarket, washing away carriages, in the houses, sinking first floors of buildings, in the cars. Government of Dubai transferred schools to online education. Significant damage is occurred in the whole country, including destroyed roads, flooded houses, wind-fallen trees, broken furniture on balconies. Citizens also mentioned that employees of emergency service did not answer to calls or refused to help. But, in fact, what can they do? When there are just 10 people in the office without professional equipment, okay, maybe 100 people, and the whole city is paralyzed. It's impossible to call taxi, to ask for help. There is no equipment for such an emergency. All roads were paralyzed, people slept in the airports and in the metro. For comparison, in neighboring Oman, there was rain showers for 3 days, and there was also significant damage in inhabited localities. Pouring rains also were in Bahrain, Qatar, and Saudi Arabia. Dubai's climate is dry and hot, which is similar to the rest of the UAE. As a result, precipitation fell here not often, and infrastructure such as drainage is limited or absent in many areas. It's interesting that in the UAE, because of dry climate, there is a procedure for cloud seeding to increase amount of precipitation in the city. What is it? It's an artificial injection of chemicals in the clouds that change phase of the cloud state. It is often used to increase precipitation and also in the airports with bad weather conditions to suppress hail or fog. It may be your first time hearing about it, but this technology is not new and is used by more than 50 countries. It is one of the methods to satisfy growing demand for fresh water in rainless countries. 30 years ago, in the Emirates, exploratory program was launched with NASA to increase amount of precipitation. All results you can see in this video. How else can we get the fresh water? Logically, it is desalination. Salted water from Persian Gulf is taken, and unsalted water is made from it in a special factory. But generally speaking, technology of desalination is more expensive than artificial rainmaking, and that is why the country is using rainmaking. How's artificial rain made? In the United Arab Emirates, atmosphere is observed permanently with the help of new technologies and radars. Nucleus of condensation that contains salt are discarded by airplanes from the air. They are launched in the tufted clouds, so the whole process of condensation accelerates and drops of water beds, so the rain appears. Also, there is above-ground generators which shoot out these salted bullets to clouds from the ground. At the moment, new methods of using drones are tested not to launch big airplanes with pilots, and also nanotechnologies. It is the highest amount of precipitation that has ever been in Dubai in the history. Such heavy rains become more frequent in the Emirates due to climate change, which is caused by people's action, of course. Atmosphere still heats in the Emirates and quantity of moisture increases. And the case of moisture splashing out in the form of increasingly heavy torrential rains is simply inevitable. By the way, as I told in one of my previous videos, where we climbed to the fossil rock in the Emirates in the desert, there was a sea many million years ago. If you're interested what the sea was, you can watch that episode. Maybe that time is coming back to us again, and what seemed as fantasy very soon may become real, and very soon tropical jungles or ocean will be here. Back to the topic. The rain, which immersed Dubai to torrential chaos, also relates to the big stormy system intersecting Arabian Peninsula and transient Gulf of Oman. The system also brought annual wet weather to neighboring Oman and southeast Iran. Yes, there also were stormy showers. It was mentioned in the Arab Emirates Research Center that by 2025 amount of precipitation is planned to be increased in the UAE by 30%. But they did not announce that all this amount could fall in one day. If previously rains were in Dubai and prolonged during 1 or 2 hours, current showers could last for several days before dry weather come again. Our colleagues and friends from Dubai were asked to show what happens now in the city in their districts. Further, there is no editing, no special effects. Here is the real life of Dubai on camera. Let's watch.
Guys just made a quick walk outside and inside the community. Some people got really unlucky. This is just outside where they're building a second entrance into our community, and it literally all flooded. Couple of broken cars. Some people had the same situation with their houses. If the houses were at the low point, there were some houses that had at least half a meter of water on their basement.
This is Villa 186, Arabella 1, Mudun, Dubai. This is the situation right now. It's the 17th of April 2024. This has been the case since yesterday afternoon. No one came to help at all. We tried to contact Dubai Properties. They're not picking up. This is the level of the water up until here. These are our cars. The water level is almost 1 meter, and as of yet it's 10 past 8 in the morning. No one came to help. Villa 186, Rabilla 1 Mudun.
Look, Sanya, how we make our way, and the roads are more dry today. It is only possible to go by cars with high suspension.